Morning, guys. So today we're gonna buy a car, we're gonna buy a vehicle, and I wanted to reflect on these different dealerships and my first impression of how they're connected to the stars. So we're starting up with Volkswagen. As you know, Volkswagen literally means the car of the people being governed by Saturn. I would definitely say there's a Saturnian principle there. Again, the actual logo is blue, again Saturn, though there is a lot of V, like subliminal V, which again immediately brings up a Venus principle. So Venus-Saturn, nice combo for car. Next up, Honda. This is not such an easy one. Honda took a little bit of thinking. Honda, the sound Ha comes from the Pushya Nakshatra, which is found, a star cluster found in Cancer. So it definitely has a moon energy, but Pushya itself is governed by Jupiter and its lord is Saturn. So Jupiter, accessibility, magnanimity, perhaps even expansiveness, and then at the same time, the Saturnian principle, which again we want to see in a vehicle, plus the moon, which is a certain attractive and peace of mind. And that's a classic thing. Yeah, you get a Honda, you're safe. That's where the planetary principles come in. Just have to say, this guy right here, let's see if you can get him. That's what happens when Rahu and Jupiter come together with kind of a funky Venus Ketu aspect. Want to do something very different, but it has to be larger than life. My God, I wouldn't drive that. Next up, Ford. My mama used to tell me, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say nothing at all. Next up, Toyota. So Toyota specifically, I've heard a lot of really cool things about how all the letters can be found in the logo, how the logo represents so many different principles, and obviously the circular aspect of the logo representing constant movement. There isn't really a corner. So that really brings to mind for me Mercury, that infinite movement, that wit and liking to be smart, like, oh look, I'm gonna make a logo and all the letters are gonna be in the logo. So definitely has a Mercurian principle, which is again a Karaka representation for cars, movement, vehicles, great. And maybe this is just me, but I still see those rings of Saturn all hidden in there, which is what one wants to see, reliability. Next up, BMW. BMW for me is 100% Saturn. If you look at the logo, there's a black ring that holds the energy of everything in. The blue, which again is a color for Saturn, oh, there goes my focus, and the hidden principle of the Bayerisch flag. Obviously, the BMW is specifically from Bavaria in Germany, and that blue and white checkered is the Bayerisch flag. So holding very strong to your truth, holding very strong to your identity, at the same time bringing that forward and representing it with confidence is a very healthy Saturnian energy and concept. That's what I see in BMW, and that's what I think that the world sees and expects from a brand like BMW or BMW. And finally, the Audi. The Audi for me is the most obvious. I mean, if I say, think of a planet, and then I say rings, Saturn's gonna come to mind. Like, there's no other, planet that's really gonna come to mind as quickly. Saturnian principles on a vehicle, so desirable. Well thought out, for the people, long-lasting, reliable, committed. So, BMW has that going for it, but it's a little bit more refined and like hidden. This is like a 12th house Saturn, but here with Audi, it's like right in your face. Saturn, very, very strong. So you can call it a Saturn Libra if you like. All right, thank you so much for joining me with this. I just walked a lot and I have some pretty cool ideas of what I want to get. And yeah, thanks for joining along. We had fun. I hope you did too.